Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is VGY. I hope you're doing it fantastic today. Great to see you all on this lovely Monday. And today, we're going to be doing another cameo guide. Today's going to be Scorpion, as you can see on the screen. One of my favourite cameos with Shao, actually. Very, very good synergy with a lot of what Shao wants to do. Mainly just big boy damage, which Shao already does. But he enhances a lot of routes. He makes a lot of routes possible that weren't before. For example, if you do Axis overhead, you can do a lot of stuff from that you wouldn't normally be able to, or like by going back into Axe form mid-combo. But I'll show you in the guide, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for the support on yesterday's, or not yesterday's, but the last video, where Raiden was getting tasered in the thumbnail. YouTube picked that, by the way, wasn't me. But yeah, thank you guys for the endless support. I really do appreciate you. But yeah, you guys sit back, relax. Hope you enjoy what's coming, and I'll see you guys in the lab. Alright guys, welcome. I'm very excited for this one because Scorpion, I think, is one of the coolest cameos in this game. Not one of the best. He's good, but it's like, he's very, you know, it's very dependent on who you're pairing him with. Some people he doesn't give much, but other characters he gives a lot. And I feel like Shao is one of those characters he gives a lot to. And I'm going to show you in this guide what he gives him. So, first off, we have back cameo, which is this move. Now this move is actually really damn good. So this will bring you back to full screen always, and it's armored as well. So if I, for example, do sweep into sweep, I can do that and just get out of there. I don't know if this works on frame. So for example, if I do sweep and then like meaty immediately, I don't know. Like that, I don't know if that will work. Oh wait, it does? Wait, that just gets you out of jail for free every time. Like there's nothing I can... Wait a minute, no, that can't be right. Wow, that's a 100% wake up. You never... That is broke. That is broke. Well, I didn't know that, chat. I just learned that with you. Hold on, let me try a meteor knockdown. Let's see. Now that's 100, yep, so that's armored off the rip. Right, so if you do that as a wake-up attack, it's an armored get off me every time. There's nothing your opponent can do about it. Well, that's a pretty damn good wake-up. That's a pretty good reason to use that move, I'd say. It's also good when you're in pressure, like if you're in a gap in the middle of a string. So for example, Sub-Zero is 1, 2, 2. You can do that. Because you're armored as soon as... It's 11 frame start, right? So you're just out of there. We also appreciate the music of this stage, by the way. Filth. Absolute filth. So that move is great. It's a really good defensive tool, but it's also good if you're pressuring with axe shenanigans, right? For example, if you do this, there's obviously a massive gap in here. But what you can do is you can do this. Just get out of there. Or like go for something like a check, and if you want to get out or think they're going to armor, think they're going to jump or whatever, you can like Proximo S this and just get out if you have a life lead, or like just check with this and get out, because that they can't retaliate. Like even if he armors here, I'm pretty sure it won't win. So if I do, see, comes out of there. You've got to space it, like you can see here, but like if you like tip range forward 4, like around this distance, not this distance, excuse me. And remember, like that'll work, there you go. Like, so obviously remember that Sub's reversal is different in that it literally goes full screen. Like, his reversal is insane. But other reversals are just not going to get this. Johnny's Shadow Kick will get this. It actually might not, because it's so fast the armor might still be active, but a lot of armored reversals are just not going to do anything against this. Same with this, and also remember they're going to be armoring this timing, like for example. See that? What's happening there? So it's really good for baiting that out because it's safe, right? If Sub's reversal is not working there, no reversal will. Johnny's Shadow Kick the armor will absorb it, right? So it's really good to mix up in situations like that. Off of certain moves, that is. Like, for example, this string it works. This string it'll work. Back one it'll work. And Like, I do take the damage, but I'm out of there, you know? And he spent a bar to get no knockdown. Yeah, he got 11%, but look at the health bars. I've got more health than him, even after that trade. So, but it's especially good off of this string. This string, it's the best off of, because obviously I'm getting a full launch here. Right? But yeah, really good move. Really good defensive move, but can also be used offensively in certain situations like I've just shown you. So that's back cameo. Then we've got his flame. Actually, no, I'm not going to go flame breath. I'll go his forward cameo, which is his overhead. 30 frame overhead. Quite slow. Quite slow. But the thing about this overhead, which is interesting to me, is that Scorpion is the one that does it, right? It's not like he's making Shao do it. So, for example, if like Shao does an overhead, you're not reacting to this. But let's just say it's like subs overhead. That's a good example, right? This is 24 frames, so it's a lot faster. And it's on the cusp of reactable. Because I'd say reactable is like from 22 to 22 onwards. So it's you know, it can hit people, but it's also reactable decently. But Sub-Zero is doing this overhead, right? So it's easier to react to because it's him. Like, there's nothing else on the screen. There's no visual clutter, so it's just him doing the overhead. But for this Scorpion one, you've got Shao raising his hand and then Scorpion coming in and doing it. So sometimes it makes it weird to react to. Like, this is 30 frames. Like, this is extremely reactable. But it will hit everyone. I know I've even been hit by it. You know, everyone will get hit by this sometimes. Because Scorpion is the one coming in and doing it. So it's a bit harder to react to in that regard. This move is good for catching people off guard. Has very good range, as you can see. Look at that range. Like, from here, very good range. And obviously, Shao gets a pretty good confirm from any distance with back two. Right, so that's really nice. And he has a lot of meterless options off of this as well. So for example, if I do this here, oh, that doesn't work, sorry. This works, so I did not mean to do that. What am I trying to do here? This. There we go. I did use both cameos, but 35 for no bar or for an overhead, pretty good. And this obviously applies to back one, back three, any of your really large hit stun moves. It also applies in air combos as well. So for example, if you do that, that will work. So what's really nice is if they jump at you and you anti-air them from range, you can do that. Right, which is really cool. I don't know if it works off stuff like this. It might do at close range. Yeah, it does. You can do stuff like that, which is really cool. But at close range, you may as well be doing stuff like this instead, because you're just going to get more damage that way. Get the hammer buff up during the combo, or the axe buff, and then you get more damage. But, yeah, it's really good for that anti-air reason I just told you about. Really, really nice for that. Because it gives you that, like, meterless confirm, kind of like how Ashra does stand 2 Lao Hat. There's no risk there. Like, all you're going to see is a standing 2. It's the same when, you know, they're dancing around this range and then they stick out a button. If you're Proxim OSing, you know, you can just do that. And there's no risk because stand 2 has, like, no recovery. And the damage cash out, obviously, as you can see, very high. So there's, you know, there's not many reasons not to go for this. Also, it is unsafe, but it does give you a launch off a low whenever you want. But it's never a bad thing, right? Especially when you're in Axis as well. You can just do this, obviously. But this gives you an extra avenue for a mix on top of that. Because it's so slow that people will get hit by it. Trust me. It doesn't make sense why it hits, but it does. And it works off standing 2 as well, so you can kind of Proxim OS with this as well. But this plan isn't as good for Proxim OSing because it moves you forward. But yeah, you can do things like, you know, back 3 into this, and then you obviously get a nice big boy combo because you're in Axis. Nice meterless damage as per usual. Yeah, it's a cheeky move, you know. It's not the best move in the world, but it has its uses. For example, I think the best use for it on Shao is, like I said, the jumping thing. Because it means you can just get nice meterless overhead, oh, not overhead, sorry. Nice meterless anti-air confirms, which is really good. And obviously you can spend the bar if you wish. But what's nice is that it gives you such a high launch that you can do axe slam. If I get it correct here. As you can see. So you can get axe down as well meterlessly, which is pretty sick. And also off of back one, you get a launch. I believe at any range, yeah. So if you... Yeah, so the thing about back one is that the closer you are, it's not more plus, but some cameos will just not work here. Like some moves just won't connect off back one. Like Lao Hat, for example, doesn't combo at max range back one. But on counter here it will. Or on punish it will. It's really strange. But Scorpion's overhead will always connect. So for example, if you snipe a Raiden down 4 or even a sub down 4, you do stuff like this. And yeah, the damage is fat. As you can see. The Shao's like juggle damage is absurd anyway. So it's like... Can I get 2 back 2s in here? No, I can't. Even meterlessly, I mean, like, you're getting 30, right? It's never bad, right? And even if you have buff on, it's even worse. Yeah, look at that damage, mate. 36, insane. But yeah, that's your overhead. Very good. It's my favorite use for it is Proximo Stand 2 overhead. It's insane. Like, this is so good. This is good for whiff punish as well. This is good for that extra layer of mix if you want it. Yeah, you just got a load of options with it. It's really nice. I can also do 1-2 into it. Which is quite good. The combo is not that though. There's no reason you do this. Actually, there is. When you're in axeless, 1-2 overhead is better. Because you get that. Normally the combo's quite jank, but doing this is actually pretty good. But yeah, that's the overhead. Now we have the main meat and potatoes of Scorpion, which is the Flame Breath. And we've got neutral cameo, which is close, down cameo, which is medium, and up cameo, which is far. Now, obviously, depending on... like, these are the same move, just in different distances. So you're just going to be using this depending on where the opponent's going to land. This is mainly just a combo tool, though. Like I said, it allows you to do different routes you wouldn't normally do. So, for example, the B&B off of standing 2... is like so, right? 34% into good Oki plus 20. Axeless in their face. You got lots of time left. Lovely, right? But if you want to go for big boy damage, you can do this. If I can get it correctly. It's quite tight, this combo. And I'm also not used to on offline timing. As you can see there, you get 39 if you decide to use the Scorpion. This works even better if you don't use the knee at the start of the combo. So for example, if I do back 2, I get a back 2 launch into standing 2 slam. So or forward 1 slam, for example, I can get something like this. It's just 38, very good damage. If I do 1-2, for example, normally the B&B would look like this. Or if you want to do the execution heavy version, you get 34. But if I just do this, same combo I just did, look how much more damage it is. 40. Like, that's a significant increase in damage into the same situation. So yeah, it's just, it boosts your combo damage by so much. So much. To the point where it's just like, it feels good to use this because Shao already has a hard time hitting people because his main uses are high. His main button he's going to use is a high. Because his mid's slow. But Scorpion gives you value off that mid. And also a cheeky mix opportunity. At max range, this is actually quite hard to punish. Bro, this song is such a banger. What? Why are you cloning, you freak? Stop cloning. Let me try and get this. Oh, look at that. That's minus 19, but from there. A lot of characters that aren't Shao are going to struggle to punish that. Like, you have to dash in. The block stun's really weird. Trust me, they'll miss punishes on this because they won't be ready for it. Because, you know, this overhead is one of those moves. And yeah, like, he gets value off the mid, but also every time he hits you with a high, it's just, or just any Punisher, he gets so much damage. As you can see there, look, that's almost 40. And obviously you can do variation this combo where you can do Tree Chopper, which are tight, but can do it. I think you get a bit more for that variation. Let me have a double check. I did 396, the one I just did. Yeah, you get more for that. So off of that standing 2, the optimal is 2-2 Tree Chopper. As you can see there. Nice juicy 40% near enough. But yeah, it just makes your damage fatter than it already is. And yeah, it just gives you routes that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do. And it lets you get axe back mid combo so that you can reset your cooldown. That's the thing that I think is the greatest part about it. Is that, for example, you know, my axe is down here. Got my axe back. And now, axe down, max time in axeless. Max possible time because it's just been put down right as the combo ends, right? Which is really damn good. Yeah, it's just all around, just a really, really good move. Another thing to mention about Scorpion is that his throw, really good throw. 12% damage, but it actually gives really good Oki. Puts Shao in perfect down, like poke range. Perfect sweep range. Perfect down 1 range. If they, like, obviously that didn't hit him, but if he does anything, that will hit him. If he wakes up down 1, that'll hit him. If he wakes up jump, that'll hit him. Also standing 2 here. If he wakes up jump, standing 2 just lights him up here. So you've got a nice mix up between stand 2, sweep, and grab, which is pretty good. Also, something I forgot to mention about the breath is, you know how I was saying earlier that you can obviously anti-air with the overhead? You can do the same thing with breath. So if sub jumps, excuse me, I get him to jump. So it's quite tight, but you've got to do it all in one motion. It's standing 2. Let me just get him to stop jumping for a minute. It's standing 2, down cameo, into down forward 1. As you can see, I've just done there. Right, you're going to do it really fast, but you can do it. It's a really nice combo, actually. You can also do jump 2. And it does some fat damage as well. It's very tight and very range dependent. But you can do it. And that's just, I may as well tell you because it is something cool that I learned about this. It's, like I say, very range dependent, very finicky. You can just do this if you want. Much easier and more consistent. But if you want to go for swag, the swag's there. You guys know I love swag. But yeah, guys, I think that is the end of Scorpion's things. Yeah, I think that's everything. One thing I was surprised about is how good this move is. I don't think you can meaty this. I genuinely don't think it's meatiable. Like, I want to test it again. I don't want to give you guys misinformation. But I don't think you can actually beat this. Yeah, you can't. This is a guaranteed armored wake up. And this has like 1 billion hits as well. It's like, it's not like this is going to get beaten by anything. That's insane. It doesn't matter what they do. Can it be thrown? Like, is there anything that you can do about this? Is it throw immune? It's throw immune. Like, what do you do? I think that is the best wake up in the game. Like, there's no risk. There's actually no risk associated with that wake up. None. That is really interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. Well, that's going to be the end of the guide, guys. I found some juice there. And I'll see you guys in the outro. Alright, guys. That's going to be the end of today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought in the comments. If you made it to the end, put Flame Boy in the comment section so that I know that you made it. Had a lot of fun recording this one. I like Scorpion. I just wish he was a bit better. But, you know, all in due time. I believe he'll get buffed like everyone else. I hope that happens anyway, because I feel like the direction of the game is following right now is just nerf, 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 and I hope that doesn't continue. But alas, thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much. Appreciate the support as always, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good